Haribol. Okay, let's see if this works. I'm just testing this out. All right, is it working? Yeah, it looks like it works. Cool. All right. Well, give me 1 second, everybody. I'm just sharing the link in our WhatsApp group. Um, going live to read. Sorry, everybody. Deliberation on Sadhu-saṅga by Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. I am live on Zoom. Here are the links to join. Okay. Jai Shishi Guru Gauranga Gandhar. Wait, here are the links to join. Sorry. This is I'll explain later, but okay. Jai Shishi Guru Gauranga Gandhar Vikagiri Shishi Radha Vinod Bihari Ju ki Jai. Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju ki Jai. Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupara Shuttara Shutta Shishimar Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Srila Gurudev ki Jai. Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupara Shuttara Shutta Shishimar Bhaktivedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupara Shuttara Shutta Shishimar Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupara Shuttara Shutta Shishimar Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupara Shuttara Shutta Shishimar Bhakti Siddhanta Sarasati Gosai Prabhupada ki Jai. Nityal Pravishta Mahabhagavat Shilagopsharas Babaji Maharaj ki Jai. Nityal Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Shri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki Jai. Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga ki Jai. Shri Rup Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath. Shri Jeev Gopal Bhattadas Raghunath Sharda Gosai Prabhu ki Jai. Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda ki Jai. नामचय श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासरी गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री क्षेत्र मंडल गौर मंडल ब्रज मंडल मथुर वृंदावन धाम की जय। सर्व अभिष्ट प्रदात गिरिराज महाराज की जय। श्री राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड की जय। श्री यमुना देवी गंगा देवी की जय। श्री तुलसी महारानी वृंद देवी की जय। श्री भक्ति देवी की जय। श्री पूर्णमासी योगमाया की जय। श्री गोपेश्वर महादेव की जय। जय श्री हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय। जय श्री सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय. Just looking at the calendar, today is the disappearance day of Saranga Thakur. Okay? So Jai Shri Saranga Thakur ki Jai. Tatiya Shubha Tirubhav Titi ki Jai. Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. Ananta Kuti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai. Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Okay, so we'll do short Mangala Charan and then begin. अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः. गुरुवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः. वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतिशे नमः. हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते. तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुतदेवी Pranamami Hari Priye Vrindayai Tulsidevai Priyayai Keshavasya Cha Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi Satyavatai Namo Namaha Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Dandavat Pranams Champak Mataji and everybody on YouTube and Facebook. Let's see. Uh, Well, I see there are five devotees on YouTube and Facebook, but I only see comments from Raseshwari Mataji. So Dandavat Pranams of Raseshwari Mataji and everybody else is joining. Um, I'm guessing, I don't know who's there, but like Ganga Mataji and I don't know. Write a comment and then I'll see who you are. Also pranams to all the devotees watching in the future, like Shachi Devi, Jayadev Prabhu, Krishna Rose, Ananda Pradayini, Vrinda Didi, and everybody else. I'm guessing Indira Mataji is there now. Um, all right, so it's been a while since I've gone for 3 days now without a reading. It's been a long time since we've had a gap that long. Um, I unexpectedly ended up staying a few days at the ISKCON Retreat Center. There's my brother's Gurudev Sachinathan Maharaj. He's been doing a japa retreat, and yeah, so I went for the last few days of that, and I, but because I wasn't planning on staying there, I didn't have anything with me. I didn't have my laptop. All I had was my proofreading papers for my last proofread of the songbook. It's probably good I was separated from my computer for a while like that, so that I could just focus on proofreading and not be distracted by anything else. But anyhow, it's great to be back again, and so oh, and I wrote in our group that Zoom is, I won't be able to use Zoom because my subscription on this program, Restream, ran out. But it seems like I can still use Zoom and use this program, Restream, even without a subscription. So that's cool. So if you prefer watching on Zoom, you can still come on Zoom now. Um, all right, so today we are going to read an article by Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura called A Deliberation on the Methodology of Sadhu-saṅga. I think we may have read this one time before, but I'm still not so familiar with the article. Um, yeah, I've just been trying to find articles that I'm not familiar with just so that I can start becoming familiar with them. So let's begin. Oh, Haribol Ganga Mataji. Okay. Thanks, Champak Mataji. Okay. Before we begin, let's recite Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura's Pranam Mantra. Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Sarupaya Rupanugavarayate. Jai Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai. So we are reading right now from Rays of the Harmonist, issue number 14, Kārtika 2004. Okay. Association is the basis of one's nature. A person's nature is shaped by the company he keeps. In other words, a person develops a nature similar to that of whomever he associates with. The jiva's association with the fruit of activities he performed in his past life molds his nature. And this nature is transformed by the company he keeps in this current life. Thus, association is the root cause in forming a person's character. It has therefore been said, Yasya yasya yat sangati pungso marnivat syat tad satad guna. So that's from Sri Hari Bhakti Sudodaya, quoted in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So that means the quartz crystal assumes the color of any object in its proximity, regardless of the hue of that object. Similarly, a person acquires the qualities of whomever he joins company with. Haribo Anadi Krishna Prabhu. Sadhu-saṅga is the path to liberation. Srimad Bhagavatam 3:23-55 states, Sangoya sangsriter hetur asatsu vihito dhiya sa eva sadhushu krito nisangatvaya kalpate. By associating with worldly minded materialists, a person is bound to undergo severe suffering in material existence. He will certainly have to bear the consequences of his association, even if he cannot distinguish between good and bad. By associating with saintly persons, however, a person attains nisangatva, complete freedom from worldly attachments. Relinquishing unfavorable association is essential. Regarding bad association, Srimad Bhagavatam 3:31 verses 33 to 34 affirms, Satyam shocham daya maunam buddhi shrir hrir yasha kshama shamo damo bhagascheti yat sangad yati sankshayam. Teshvashanteshu mudheshu Khanditatma svasadushu Sangam na kuryachchocheshu Yoshit krida mrigeshu cha. Worldly association destroys all one's virtues like truthfulness, cleanliness, mercy, gravity, intelligence, shyness, prosperity, reputation, forgiveness, control of the mind, control of the senses, good fortune, and opulence. One should utterly reject the company of a person who is not a sadhu, considering such association to be extremely miserable. For such a wicked and restless fool is but a dancing dog in the hands of a woman, and is thereby simply bent on annihilating himself. The symptoms of a sadhu and the necessity of sadhu-saṅga. We do not, however, attain the desired goal merely by renouncing bad association. We must earnestly engage in sadhu-saṅga. The symptoms of a genuine sadhu, one whose association must be sought, have been outlined in Srimad Bhagavatam 3:25-21 and verses 23 to 24 also. Titikshava karunika suhrida sarvadehinam ajata shatrava shanta sadhava sadhubhushana mad ashraya kathamrishta shrinvanti kathayanti cha tapanti vividastapa naitan madgata chetasam ta ete sadhava sadhvi sarvasanga vivarjita sangasteshvatate prarthya sangadosha hara hite. Lord Kapila said, O mother, The sublime ornaments of a sadhu are that he is tolerant, merciful, and a well-wisher and friend to all living entities. He considers no one his enemy, is peaceful, and abides by the scriptures. These qualities comprise the nature of all pure devotees. Since the minds of such personalities are fully absorbed in me, they do not perform the arduous endeavors of those lured by the paths of karma, jnana, or Ashtanga yoga. Rather, they engage themselves simply in speaking and hearing Harikatha, their minds having been easily cleansed by narrations of my pastimes. O virtuous lady, these devotees, who are completely free from all worldly attachments, counteract the harmful effects of a person's material bondage. You should pray for their association. A sadhu is very rare and not to be judged by external dress. We should not identify a sadhu by his external garb. Even if someone has completely given up criticizing others and engaging in idle gossip, he must clearly possess the above-mentioned virtues before we can recognize him as a sadhu. In this age of Kali, knowledge of what makes a real sadhu is vanishing. It is a matter of grave concern that anyone and everyone who dresses himself as a sadhu is acknowledged as one. We should be ever mindful that by associating with such false sadhus, we become duplicitous ourselves. There are a few genuine sadhus. They are currently so rare that a person would be lucky to discover one after intensely searching far and wide for a very long time. Krishna Bhakti influenced by Madhurya Ras is especially uncommon. Mahadev, Lord Shiva, once said to Parvati, O Bhagavati, among thousands upon thousands of persons desiring salvation, perhaps one exhibits the characteristics of a liberated soul. Among thousands upon thousands of such persons, maybe one actually achieves spiritual realization and perfection. And among millions and millions of perfected and liberated souls, perhaps one, on the strength of his past virtuous activities, his sukriti, and good association, his satsanga, is devoted to Lord Narayan. Just see, the devotees of Lord Narayan are self-satisfied, and therefore they are extremely rare. But look here. If the pure devotee who serves Lord Narayan in Dasya Ras, the mood of servitorship is so rare, how much more uncommon is he who serves Sri Krishna in Madhurya Ras, the mood of amorous love. The devotee of Lord Krishna is the topmost sadhu, and the fruit of associating with him is the highest. Only Sri Krishna's pure devotee, who possesses all the symptoms mentioned previously, is to be considered the best of sadhus, and his association is highly desirable for us. Sri Brahma describes the benefit we receive from this association. Tavad ragha dayastenas, tavat kara griham griham, tavan moham nikardo, yavat Krishna nate jana. At Srimad Bhagavatam 10:14-36. Sri Brahma says, the attachment and hatred that arise from spontaneous absorption in the objects of sense gratification are robbing us of our true nature. Our homes have become nothing but prison houses, and we are constantly bound by the foot shackles of material affection, moha. What a miserable condition we are in. O Shri Krishna, Only when possessiveness, when mamata towards you, awakens in my heart by associating with your pure devotees, shall I be counted among your associates. From that day, the various propensities of my mind, such as attachment, shall no longer act like thieves, but like beloved friends, by allowing me to engage in pure devotional service to you. Only then will my home become transcendental and bestow eternal bliss. Only from that day will my power of affection become favorable for devotional service and actually advance the cause of my soul. I a thought came in my mind when I was reading that, and so I just wanna look back really quickly. Um, Only when possessiveness, when mamata towards you awakens in my heart by associating with your pure devotees, shall I be counted among your associates. And then all those things happen. Okay, sorry. Mhm. Lord Brahma offered further prayers. This is a famous verse. Tarastu me nata sabhuri bhago bhavetravanyatra tuvatirashcham yenahameko bhavajjananam bhutva nisheve tava padapalavam. So same chapter, verse 40, 30. O Shri Krishna, he entreated, my earnest prayer is that in this life as Brahma, or in any other species of life, even as an animal or a bird, I may attain the fortune of being counted as one of your devotees, and engage in devotional service to your lotus feet. One achieves this exalted position only by associating with a pure devotee of Sri Krishna. Sadhu-saṅga misconceived. What activities comprise sadhu-saṅga? One second, I just want to check the comments again. Okay. Okay. What activities comprise sadhu-saṅga? This is a matter of great importance. Generally, people think that sadhu-saṅga is performed when one identifies a sadhu and massages his feet, offers obeisances to him, honors his charnamrita, takes his remnants, or donates some money to him. It is true that a person honors a sadhu by these activities and thereby derives some benefit. But it is incorrect to deem these activities sadhu-saṅga. The methodology of associating with sadhus. Okay, so just serving a sadhu is like, what is it? Yeah, so if somebody massages the feet of a sadhu, offers obeisances to a sadhu, honors his charnamrita, takes his remnants, or donates some money to him. Yes, it's true a person honors a sadhu by these activities, and they get some benefit. But these activities are not, that doesn't mean you're engaging in sadhu-saṅga. If you just offer obeisances, honors charnamrita, takes his remnants, donate money, massage his feet, that doesn't mean that you're actually engaging in sadhu-saṅga by those activities. Maybe just getting some benefit, but not sadhu-saṅga. What is the methodology? The methodology of associating with sadhus. Srimad Bhagavatam 2.7.46 describes how to engage in sadhu-saṅga. Devai vidantyatitaranti cha deva mayam stri shudrahuna shabara api papa jiva yadyad bhuta krama parayana shila shikshas tiryak jana api kimu shrutadharanaye. The word Adbhuta Krama denotes Shri Krishna, whose pure devotees are Adbhuta Krama Parayan, or dedicated to him. Only those who make a great endeavor to seek training and instruction from the Shila or that Shil, that means the nature and spotless character of such a pure devotees, can understand the illusory potency of the Lord. They alone become capable of fully crossing the ocean of Maya. Okay, so we must make a great endeavor to seek training and instruction from the nature and spotless character of pure devotees who are dedicated to Krishna, who are Adbhut Kram Parayan. Even souls who are born as women, Shudras, Hunas, Shabaras, or other sinful kinds of human beings, or as animals and birds, they can learn from the character of a Krishna Bhakta and thereby effortlessly cross the ocean of birth and death. Thus, what doubt can there be that scholars with profuse knowledge of the scriptures will not also easily cross the ocean of material bondage by following the spotless conduct and character of a pure devotee? And in the footnote for Hunas and Shabaras, that says the Hunas are a tribe originating from eastern Germany and part of Russia. And the Shabaras are a tribe of hunters who keep and sell pigs. Interesting, though. A hill tribe originating from eastern Germany and part of Russia. Okay, but yes, every person can cross the ocean of material, cross the ocean of birth and death by truly associating with the sadhu, and that's done by making a great endeavor to seek training from a sadhu and follow their instructions, following their nature and spotless character. Okay. In conclusion, one cannot transcend the power of Maya even after acquiring knowledge from many scriptures. No great benefit is achieved from birth in a high-class family, and one is unable to cross the material ocean of birth and death even after practicing the dry renunciation enjoined in Shastra. Nor can worldly opulence and physical beauty render this favor. One achieves unalloyed transcendental devotional service to Sri Krishna only by very carefully investigating the nature and character of the pure devotee who is a true sadhu, and then by honestly following him. The materialist's humility and appeals for mercy are utter hypocrisy. Materialistic persons offer obeisances to a sadhu and pray to him. O benevolent one, I am extremely fallen. Please bestow your mercy upon me and explain how my attachments to this world may be removed. But their words are hollow. In the depths of their heart, they are convinced that accumulating wealth is real gain, and amassing objects for sense enjoyment is life's only goal. An infatuation for money burns in their heart day and night. The materialist hankers to be recognized by the sadhu and fears the sadhu's curse may destroy his prospects for sensual pleasure. Therefore, he displays false humility and devotion before him. If the sadhu were to bless such a person by saying, "May your desire for sense gratification be extinguished, your opulence destroyed, and your relatives taken away," the materialist would at once cry, "Oh, Sadhu Maharaj, be kind. Don't bless me like this. Your favor is a curse and definitely harmful for me." Just see, such behavior with a sadhu makes a mockery of Sādhu-saṅga. We hear about how how people would go to Gorky, or maybe there's one example anyways, but somebody went to Gorkishoras Babaji Maharaj, and, "Oh Maharaj, please, uh, give me your mercy." And then he gave him his kopans and said, "Okay, put on these kopans and renounce everything. That's my mercy." Something like that. And then one time, one of his followers brought somebody. He said, "I brought a Krishna dasi to you." That means he got married. And then he's like, "Oh, you have a Krishna dasi. Well, that means that you must worship her. If she's, servant of Krishna, then you can never think of enjoying a Krishna dasi. You must uh, honor her and serve her, like a real Krishna dasi." Okay, so duplicity deprives one of the real fruits of sadhu-saṅga. In the course of life, we may encounter many sadhus, but our deceitful natures check us from receiving the real benefit of their association. Our souls will make spiritual advancement if, with simple faith, we carefully and continuously assimilate the spotless character of a genuine sadhu, that is, a Mahatma, a great soul. Keeping this in mind, we should associate closely with a sadhu. By doing so, we will become conscious of his nature and character and make a focused endeavor to develop such a nature and character ourselves. This indeed is the teaching of Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, so that's the end of this article. Let's just read this because this was the last instruction in this. Let's just reread it. In the course of this life, we may encounter many sadhus, but our deceitful natures check us from receiving the real benefit of their association. Our souls will make spiritual advancement if, with simple faith, we carefully and continuously assimilate the spotless character of a genuine sadhu, that is, a Mahatma, a great soul. Keeping this in mind, we should associate closely with a sadhu. By doing so, we will become conscious of his nature and character and make a focused endeavor to develop such a nature and character ourselves. This indeed is the teaching of Srimad Bhagavatam. So this is translated from Sri Gaudiya Patrika, Year 2, Issue 7, 1950, and is originally published in Sri Sajantoshini in 1917. Jai Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura ki jai. There's I remember there's a very relevance to this instruction here. There's a beautiful prayer by Śrīla Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj in the article The Panacea, I think. The Panacea, purebhakti.com. I think I'll be able to find it like that. Let's see. Oh God, I'm trying to think of a keyword for it. It's such a such a powerful, perfect prayer. It's like to me it seemed like the ultimate prayer. Um, let's see if I can find it really quickly. Sorry. And this is it. Yeah. Here, look at this. This is the perfect prayer to the, I don't know, this, for me at least, this feels like the best prayer I can make. Like that's most, this is a prayer to the Lord though, not to the Vaishnav. I just lost my spot though. Dang it. Here, 1 second. Mm, I should have looked at a keyword. Okay, here. So, in conclusion, this is Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj. In conclusion, my advice is that you should try to be submissive to the Vaishnav devotees. Submissiveness to them will promote your spiritual merit. We shall also pray, O Lord, my bad temperament stands in the way of my associating with the devotees. Please remove it. Association with the devotees of the Lord is a primary necessity. It improves our position with the higher, so we shall always remain in prayer to the Lord. O my Lord, this bad temperament in me, this inconsiderate thinking and this feeling concerning the outer world is disturbing my association with the higher Vaishnava devotees. They are the real source of improving our own inner wealth. So please purify me by dismissing all these tendencies in my mind, which the devotee sections do not adore. We shall always try to be in such a position that the servants of the Lord will like our company and service. They will utilize me, for this is my primal necessity. If they do not like my presence due to some contamination in me, then it will be a loss to my spiritual life. So we shall have to repent. Matsamo nasti papatma naparadit chakaschana parihare pilajame kim bruve purushottama. Dear Lord, let me inform you that no one is more sinful than me, nor is there any offender like me. Even if I wanted to mention my sinful activities, I would immediately become ashamed. What to speak of giving them up? Bhumo skalitapadanam bhumir eva valambanam tvai jataparadhanam tvam eva sharanam prabho. Just as the ground is the only support for those whose feet have slipped, so also you alone are the only shelter, even for those who have offended you. Both of those verses are from the Vigapti Panchak. If we slip and fall on the ground, then the ground is the only help by which we can stand erect. We cannot leave the ground. We shall sincerely pray, O Lord, I'm committing a mistake regarding you. I am ignoring you. But I have no other alternative to get out of this disadvantage. Except by your help, I cannot correct myself. Under no condition can I leave you, my Lord. If I commit a mistake against you, an offense against you, still, I can only be purified by your help. I have no other alternative. Please forgive me and help me so that I may be saved by your most intimate associates. For without their grace, I may not be able to enter your domain of divine love. It is only through the devotees that I may go. I have no other alternative. There are so many agents. If I am disappointed by one agent, then in a mild temperament, I may try another without speaking much against that previous party. It is better that we consider ourselves to be faulty. To put blame on another's shoulders is ultimately not considered to be very happy or valuable. We should try and learn to blame ourselves. What is coming from outside, I have no concern. The Lord can see, and He sees everything. He is seeing who is responsible. But I won't try to put the blame on another's shoulders. It will not be fruitful. Anyways, this article goes on, but that was the main point I wanted to read from this. Maybe I'll just continue reading. Why not? So I'm responsible for this disgraceful condition. I shall gain if I can find fault within myself and not complain to others about the environment. The environment should be considered to be within his jurisdiction, and it is really so. It's not within my jurisdiction. This is his duty. That's his domain. I'm concerned with seeing the defect in defect in myself only. If I attain success, I shall try to attribute it to others, to the grace of the devotees. If there is any failure, then I shall try to find the cause within myself. Through this process, we can make real valuable progress, and that is the most universal process of progress, to find fault within our own selves. I am responsible for this disgraceful condition. But if there is any good, then that is coming from Him. He is all good. He is watching the environment and is in full control. So this is included in him, in God's party. One party myself, another party God's. He controls everyone, and he is conscious of their activities. This position would be very, very advisable. If without looking at the fault of others, I can search myself and find out that the fault is with me, not with them, then this is the key to success in spiritual life. Right? Then one can continuously chant the name of Hari, Kirtaniya Sada Hari, right? That verse. We don't want any respect, honor for ourselves because there's nothing good in me. Amanina and Manadena. But it's all, we give all honor to others. Srimad Bhagavatam has advised us to go on in this way. You will thrive. When you are finding fault with others, then you will become a loser. This verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, Tatenu Kampam Susamikshamano, is very effective, very true, and safe in all respects. It is also His grace to be able to see that the environment, it is also by His grace that we're able to see that the environment is always helpful to you, even in punishment. So sometimes we can't figure that out on our own. We can't see how actually the environment is always helpful, even when we're being punished. We can't see that. We need even grace to be able to understand that. When the mother is punishing the child, it is from the guardian side, but it is for the good of the child. So you'll be purified in this process in time. But yeah, a child doesn't understand that, the mother's punishing him for his own benefit. He just sees that she's punishing me and doesn't understand why. Why is she punishing me? Doesn't think, oh, she's trying to help me. And this is good. I need to accept the punishment. No. So we're in the same position. You'll be purified in this process in time. So on the whole, the Lord and his paraphernalia are not vindictive. Yet the punishment comes to correct you. They are fully aware of your defects and your real interest. They are all affectionate. You are responsible. In this process, in time, you'll be purified to the highest degree. So don't go to quarrel with the environment. The environment which you are presently facing is a product of your own karma. So the environment is produced by your own action. You cannot lodge any complaint against it, as you yourself are responsible. This is true. If in this life you can accept such a truth in your sadhan, then in no time you shall prosper, because divine grace will be attracted most intensely towards you. Om Tad Vishnu Paramam Param Sada Pashyanti Suraya Taviva Chakshur Atatam Tad Vipaso Vipanyavo Jagrivangsa Samindate Vishnuryat Paramam Padam. The Suras, the pure devotees, always beholds the supreme abode of Bhagavan Shri Vishnu, just as the unobstructed eye sees the sun within the sky. It's from the Rig Veda. His vigilant eye, like the sun, is seeing everything, and he is omniscient. His presiding guardian eye over our heads is always looking for us. We shall be able to draw his sweet attention, his divine grace towards us very soon, if we take this miraculous process of seeing the defect within us, blaming ourselves and not the outside environment. Wow. Wow, that's very powerful. All right, so that is our reading for today. We'll end 10 minutes early today because I actually have a lot to do today. But thank you everybody for joining, and yeah, I'm glad to be starting these readings again as soon as I send the songbook to the printers, which hopefully will be very soon this week. I'm on page 800 something out of 1300 pages. and then I just need to enter in those corrections. I've been doing it on paper. And then once I finish that, then I'm very eager to start this Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura program again, so I can prepare for the retreat that's beginning. Yeah, all right. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur. Haribol. Oh, and Indira Mataji is asking me if I can share the article that we were just reading. Yeah, I'll do that right now. I'll put it in our group. I'll put it in the WhatsApp group so that you can all get to it. It's such a powerful article. It's called The Panacea by Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura Maharaj. Okay, I'm just sharing it in the group right now. The Panacea, which we read from at the end today. There. Okay, you all find it in the WhatsApp group now. Right, Jai Shri Sachinandan Gaur Hari Ki Jai, Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ju Ki Jai, Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju Ki Jai, Jai Shri Guru Dev Ki Jai, Jai Shri Param Guru Dev Ki Jai, Jai Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai, Jai Jai Shri Satchidananda Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura Ki Jai. All those in the line of Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura ki jai, all of our Guru Varga ki jai, Śrīla Bhakti Rakshira Gosai Maharaj ki jai, Jai Shri Saparshad Shri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu ki jai, Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopi Gana ki jai, Shri Giriraj Maharaj ki jai, Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki jai, Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Jai Shri Giriraj Maharaj ki jai, Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki jai, Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Anantapuri Vaishnava Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Vrindai Tulsi Devai Priyai Keshavashacha Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi Satyavataya Namo Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Dandavat pranams. Champak Mataji, Anadi Krishna Prabhu, Chatamai Mataji, Indira Mataji, and let's see who else is there. One second, just going to the comments. Raseshwari Mataji, Ganga Mataji, Vidyalala Sadidi, yeah, and everybody else, and all the devotees watching in the future, like Jaidev Prabhu, Shachi Devi, Ananda Pradayani, Krishna Rose, Vrinda Didi, and everybody else. Thank you so much for joining, and I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. I'm going to Vrindavan now, and so I will be back in the GBP office. Yeah, this Japa retreat's been really, really amazing, actually, with my brother's Guru Sachinandan Maharaj. So what happens? I'm staying. This is actually the place where I'm going to be moving in after Gaur Purnima time. Actually, this very room that I'm in right now. It's really nice. See, all the walls are cow dung walls, and yeah, it's a really nice place. Really fancy and just comfortable. And 15-minute walk away from Radhakund. And so, but the person who owns this building, Sundar Gopal Prabhu, he's my godbrother, a couple years older than me, but really nice, very intelligent, very, and you remember our last reading a few days ago, right when I was in the middle of, right when I was in the middle of the reading, I got a WhatsApp message from him and he said, "Are you coming on Purukama with us?" And I wasn't expecting to go on Purukama with them, but then I just quickly ended our program. And then the Purukama he had 450 people. There's 80 something vehicles. There were like eight-seater vehicles and 80 something of them. Yeah, it was insane. And so then we went to Javat, and then after Javat we went to Terkadamba. And that ISKCON retreat thing, Govardhan retreat with Sachinandan Maharaj, they happened to be at Terkadamba on that day, and they were there to chant 64 rounds. And so I ended up just staying there, and that's why I've been separated from my laptop. Like I didn't continue going on with Sundar Gopal and their group to the rest of the places. I just sat there with my brother, and then yeah, we chanted all the way till the evening time. Well, everybody chanted 64 rounds. It's pretty amazing. And it was really powerful actually, just um, being like in a bit large group of devotees and everybody's this there like seriously chanting and everybody's like just the whole energy made it really easy to just because usually I get restless very quickly, like I don't have that kind of uh, focus and patience, but the collective energy just made it really easy. And so then, yeah, and then I went back with everybody. And when I was leaving the Ter Kadamba, I went outside the gate, and Sachinandan Maharaj was there in the car. And so then he said, "Hey, Madhukar, come in the car with me." And so then and he's like, "Oh wait, and go find your brother and go call him." And so then I went found my brother, called him, and then we both sat in the car with him. And then there's this crazy traffic jam. I think it was like for like an hour or something. I don't know. It was a long time. And so then we had really nice conversation in the car. And yeah, it's just really nice. And then I've been meeting so many really nice people. Um, yeah, it's been a really nice experience so far. And now my brother is he's one of the main people setting up for the program, like just making sure everything is all ready, and they make these amazing decorations. Um, right now they're like my just the other day my brother was making like he's putting up trees and they're making anyways maybe I can send you a picture. You can like in our WhatsApp group you can see. Like the Japa retreat was an ocean theme, and they made waves and lights in the waves, so like the waves like were glowing, and then there's this backdrop that was 2 stories high, um, a painting of Mahaprabhu and his associates in the ocean together, and like a really nice painting. And the artist makes a new painting for every retreat, like a new 2 story high painting. It, yeah, just mind blowing how much dedication everybody has there. And yeah, it's just a really powerful experience. So now, tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow they're going to start the next retreat where Sachinandan Maharaj is leading it, and Burijan Prabhu and Jagat Tarani Mataji. And it's called the Govardhan Retreat. And they've been having this thing in the retreat, which has been really helpful for my songbook service, because they have this thing called Alone with Krishna. And so they just go right across the road from there. It's in Jatipura in Govardhan. And so it's just right across the road. There's this beautiful spot, like very quiet, beautiful spot next to Govardhan. And it's in the inner Parikrama path, so there are hardly any people walking on it. And it's just lots of trees and beautiful nature and like that. And everybody finds a spot that they want to sit, and they have a few hours to chant, read, write, and so like everybody's kind of together, but they are all in their own separate, each person's under their own tree or special spot. And so then it's not like everybody's just like sitting right together. And so and then you can just chant, And it was like the best environment I've ever had for doing my publication work. I just have my proofreading there, and I just like proofread under a tree next to Govardhan, and there's all these devotees around, and it was like, yeah, I got some really good work done also because I had like in a really good state of mind, and so I was like finding lots of things I'd probably not normally find. And then afterwards there'd be a kirtan, and yeah, it's been a really awesome experience. I'm probably gonna go back to the retreat in a couple of days. I don't know, as soon as I finish entering in these corrections. So sorry I went and babbled on like that. I'm not sure if any of you find that interesting, but yeah, just wanted to share that. All right, Dandavat Pranams. Is there anything anybody wants to mention before I end the stream for today? Okay, see you all tomorrow. Just looking quickly at the. Okay, see you tomorrow. Jai Shri Radhe.
Hare Krishna.
Haribol Chatamai Mataji. Haribol.